to get the body moving, what I'm going to do is, this is the main body control, is when the wings are, so when the wings are down, when the wings are like this is like its down position. At 9, the body is going to come up like so. And then I'll just copy this on 19 and paste it. So, yeah, no, actually maybe I'll make that so 20. There we go. So we've got this very basic kind of up and down movement. Okay? And it's looping. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste and slip that onto this control. So I'm going to take this, edit, copy, and I'm going to go to maybe, I don't know, 3 frames, maybe 4 frames. Oh, what difference will I make it? I'll make it 4 frames. Yeah. I'll try 5 actually, what the hell, 5. And I'll go paste. Oops. Try that again. So, wait a minute, so we've got this. Oh, just as well. I saved it. Sorry, Maya crashing there. Okay, so, yeah, back to this again. I'm going to cut and paste this. Copy, not cut and paste, sorry, copy and paste. Go here, and I'm going to try it in frame 5, see what it looks like. Paste. Make sure it's looping. I mean, birds' kind of torsos are relatively rigid. There's not, it's maybe a little bit too much of a wave in that. It might be okay. Maybe I'll shift it back 1. So it starts on 4. Okay, so we've got this up and down motion. And then I'm going to have a little bit of a rotation here too. Let's see. So I'll rotate in the X just a little bit to give it some kind of. So let's see. We've got this, and then we've got a little bit of this, and then we've got a little bit the other way. Something like that. Some subtle kind of bobbing from side to side. It's just trying to make it subtle, so a bit of a roll. Maybe I'll bring that down a bit. Let's see, like this. Okay, so we've got a bit of a roll, and then I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna go to there, and on this. I could just have done this in a oneer, but I didn't know what I decided to do. So I'll just paste this on here onto this frame. Edit, paste. So then we have this. You can paste individual keys, just by selecting, providing you have a point in the channel. You can do what I just did there. You can go into the channel and paste it, or if you want to paste everything from a controller, it's very simple. You just select here, it'll paste all the channels. Anyway, so then you've got this bit of a move like this, and then I'm going to go and do the same thing with the head. So I've got this up and down motion on this, and I'm going to paste the up and down onto, let's see, this is the interesting thing. So I'm going to paste the up and down motion, the Y translate, but I'm going to paste it onto the X rotation, because this is a FK head. So it will just sync up the rotations with the translations, which is what I want, but I also want to offset it. So I've got this, so I can copy this curve, and I'm going to paste it onto the X. I'll just press S, so I've got some keys, and maybe on frame 2 I will just paste this, edit, paste as into my X. Make sure it's looping a bit. Now let's see what this looks like. So I may have to modify it slightly. I can't really see anything, so I'm going to make this larger just by amping this up a bit, so I can start to see something. So look, you get this little bit of movement, subtle movement. Okay, so that's in frame 2. I'm just going to copy this, edit, copy. I'll paste it straight on at frame 3 onto this bit. Okay, so I'll paste it on there in frame 3. So then, it might be a bit much. It's a bit of a wobble in the head. Might bring that down a bit. I mean, yeah. So this kind of thing. Starting to look a little bit more organic-y. And then I do the same thing at the back. But this time it's this controls up and down, which is starting on frame 4. So maybe I'll start this. I'll do the same thing. Actually, these, I'm not a good look at these controls. These are, oh no, these are also rotational. So it's exactly the same deal, only rotational. So I'll paste this up and down. I'm going to copy this, edit, copy, and I'm going to go to this on frame 5. Get some channels. I'm going to paste it into the rotate X. See, rotate X again for this. So edit, paste. Make sure this is looping. And also, as I did before, I'm going to have to increase this so I can actually see it. Let's have a look at this now. So, it's still not very visible. Let's see. I'm starting to see something now. Okay, that's starting in frame 5. Then I'm going to copy this, edit, copy, paste it onto this at frame 6. There we go, and then we got this. Oh. Yeah, that's strange. Interesting. It seems to be rotating in this way, not in the way I imagined. Anyway, it seems to be going up and down. I'm just going to pull that over there. Is that? Let's see what that. No, that's yeah. This is actually rotating. It's interesting. It says it's an X rotation, unless I've got this on the wrong. Oh, it's on world. There we go. I made a very basic mistake there. So I better check this one too. This is still X, but this is Y. So there we go. So that's, we got to be very careful. That's quite interesting. So I was looking at the world. This one happens still to be X, so it's fine. But these are actually wrong. I have to cut this off. And I'll take the rotate X off. Always make sure you have it on. When you're doing stuff like this, when you're just animating things, it's always good to have it on object and not world. Let's just make it 0 again. I'll try this again. So I'm taking this, edit, copy, but now I can see I'm putting it onto the Z rotation. So that's on frame number 5. I have to go to frame number 5, and it's putting on the Z. Edit, paste, that's better. And then cycling it in both directions. And, you know, cracking it up so I can see it. Oops, not like that, like this. Let's see. Maybe a bit further. I might drop this down a bit. There we go, something like that. Bit of a bounce. 5, and I've got frame 6. Edit, copy. 6 or even 7. I can go to 7, 6, 7. Cancel, edit, paste. Okay, so we've got a bit of a bounce now, right? Okay, it doesn't look too bad. And what else? Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the feet. So I've made this all FK to make it a little bit easier. Get the feet back in a position that makes them look, you know, when these things are flying, you can see, I mean, this is just taken off, but if I scrub forward a bit, when it flies, it's like a plane, you know, the feet come up. the feet come up. Wait a minute, can I get this working? No. Great. Oh, Sam, 1 second. The thing with doing these videos is that everything decides not to work all of a sudden. Right, let me go to the to my there we go. Open with QuickTime. Is it going to open? No. Open with QuickTime. Oh, here we go, it is open. Oh, not showing, I'll try again. Open with QuickTime. Oh. At last. Yes, so if we have a look at this, we can see that the birds the feet are down initially, but then as it's in the air, the feet gradually kind of pull up into the bird. But you can see this is kind of bouncing motion. You see the feet are kind of tucked up there, quite close together. Okay, so let's pull these up. Maybe angle them in a bit. There's this one as well. I've used the FK feet as opposed to the IK. Yeah, so tuck these in a bit. And yeah, and I've also kind of twisted the talons in already. So then what do you do? Well, then to get a nice bounce on the feet is quite simple. So the up and down bounce on this joint is going to come from this. So we've got the up and down bounce here on the back end of the body. So I'm just going to copy this, edit, copy, and I'm going to put that. These are all rotational. And again, the rotation here, we're on object, is the X. So the up and down here is, what is it? It starts in frame 4. So we got the X starting on frame 4. So I'm going to press on S, and I'm just going to paste this, edit, paste. Now, of course, initially this is not going to, it's just going to, you know, paste it where it pastes it. I'm just going to make sure it's looping. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this up so the leg's back in position. So like that. There we go. And I've got my, and have a look at, see what it looks like. It's just going to go up and down. It's not much is going to happen. I could even maybe offset it by 1 frame, so so it's not just going level with, you know, it's not just going with the mid bit. Okay, and I might increase that a little bit so it's a bit more visible. So you get something, and then I'm going to take this rotation, edit, copy, do the same thing. This is starting on 5, so this is going to be starting on 6. And again, it's the X rotation. I go edit, paste, and just make sure it's looping. And then we see we're getting a bit of a bounce. Again, you can always increase these if you want to increase the amount of, so you're getting this kind of bounce. It can go further with that even. Yeah, so you're getting this kind of offset, yeah, bouncing up and down. And then you go to this one, go to 7 this time, maybe going a 2 frame gap each time, edit, paste, and make sure it's looping. And again, maybe oops, not that way, increase it this way. You don't want to get the timings off, so you got this kind of bounce up and down. And let's just open all these up. That and that. I'll be offset slightly, and hang on, this probably could be accentuated a bit more. This, geez, this, this, and this. Okay, so there's a bit of a bounce in this now. Whee. Right, okay, and you might even put a little bit on this. Again, rotate X. Maybe put it on 9. Oh, sorry. Oh. Paste. And then just, so we go. Maybe not so much on that. Anyway, so I can drag that down a bit. So you got that. It's bouncing the leg.